The takin, also known by its scientific name Budorcas taxicolor, is a large, muscular hoofed mammal that belongs to the same subfamily as goats, sheep, and muskoxen. This distinctive animal is sometimes referred to as the new goat due to its stocky build and peculiar features, which resemble a mix between a goat and an antelope. It is also sometimes called the cattle chamois or rock goat in reference to its habitat and appearance. Takins are native to the eastern Himalayas and the mountainous regions of Asia. Their range stretches across Bhutan, northeastern India, northern Myanmar, and western China, particularly in the provinces of Sichuan, Yunnan, and Tibet. They are specially adapted to high altitudes and are most often found in dense bamboo forests and rugged alpine zones at elevations ranging from 1,000 to 4,500 meters. Their thick, oily coats protect them from the cold and damp climate of these high mountain environments. There are 4 recognized subspecies of takin, each associated with a different geographical region. These include the Mishmi takin from India and Myanmar, the golden takin from the Qinling Mountains of China, the Sichuan takin from Sichuan Province, and the Bhutan takin found in Bhutan and adjacent areas. Despite their somewhat obscure status, takins are culturally significant in some regions. For example, the golden takin is the national animal of Bhutan and has inspired legends in both Chinese and Bhutanese folklore. Takins are strikingly unique in appearance, with a build that sets them apart from most other hoofed animals. They have a large, robust, and muscular body supported by relatively short but powerful legs. Their broad chest and hunched shoulders give them a bulky, bear-like silhouette, and their shaggy coat adds to this impression. Both males and females have sturdy, upward-arching horns that curve slightly backward, although males' horns are generally thicker and longer. The color of a takin's coat varies depending on the subspecies. For example, the golden takin has a stunning golden yellow coat that shimmers in the sunlight, making it one of the most visually distinctive of all takins. The Mishmi takin tends to be darker, with shades of chocolate brown or black, while the Sichuan takin has a pale yellow to creamy white coat. The Bhutan takin is more of a tan to reddish-brown color. Regardless of color, the coat is dense and oily, helping the animal stay warm and dry in its cold, mountainous habitat. In terms of size, takins are among the largest members of the goat antelope group. Adult takins typically stand about 100 to 140 centimeters at the shoulder. Their body length ranges from 170 to 220 centimeters, and they have a short, stubby tail. Adult males can weigh between 300 and 400 kilograms, while females are generally smaller, weighing around 250 to 350 kilograms. Despite their size, takins are surprisingly agile and can navigate steep, rocky terrain with ease, often seen bounding over cliffs or climbing forested slopes in search of food. Takins are not only fascinating because of their appearance, but also because of their unique adaptations and behaviors that help them thrive in the rugged mountain environments of the Himalayas and surrounding regions. One of the most intriguing things about takins is their ability to tolerate extreme weather. Their thick, oily coats act as natural raincoats, repelling moisture and keeping them warm in cold, wet mountain climates. This adaptation is especially useful in the high-altitude forests and alpine meadows they call home, where weather conditions can change rapidly. Another interesting feature of takins is their remarkable climbing ability. Despite their bulky bodies and short legs, they are highly agile and sure-footed. They are well adapted to navigating steep, rocky slopes and narrow forest paths. This makes them difficult for predators to pursue and allows them to access high-altitude areas that offer better safety and vegetation. Takins also exhibit seasonal social behavior. During the warmer months, they gather in large herds that may include up to 100 individuals, especially around mineral-rich salt licks where they consume nutrients essential to their health. These gatherings help reduce individual risk from predators and provide opportunities for social interaction. However, in the colder winter months, they tend to break into smaller groups or live more solitary lives, retreating to lower elevations for better shelter and food access. Interestingly, the takin may have played a role in inspiring mythical creatures. Some scholars believe the golden Takin could have influenced ancient Chinese stories of the golden fleece or the unicorn-like creatures described in folklore. Its unique, almost otherworldly appearance, with a lion-like face, arched horns, and golden coat, gives it a mythic quality that has fascinated people for centuries. Takins are considered a national symbol. The golden Takin is the national animal of Bhutan and is protected by law. It holds cultural significance in the region and features in traditional stories and spiritual beliefs. In Bhutanese legend, the Takin is said to have been created by the 15th century Buddhist saint Drukpa Kunli, who combined the head of a goat and the body of a cow after being challenged to perform a miracle, adding yet another layer of mystique to this already extraordinary animal. Takins are generally quiet animals, but they do produce a range of vocalizations, especially during times of social interaction or when they sense danger. Their sounds are not as commonly heard or studied as those of more familiar animals, but observations in the wild and in captivity have provided insights into their vocal behavior. One of the most recognizable sounds made by Takins is a deep, guttural cough-like call, which they may use as an alarm or warning signal to alert other members of the herd to potential threats. This abrupt, hoarse sound can carry over short distances in the dense forests and mountainous terrain they inhabit. It's not a roar or a bleat like in some other ungulates, but rather a throaty, low-pitched grunt that fits with their robust and solid build. Takins may also produce low grumbles or snorts during close social interactions, particularly between mothers and their young or among individuals in a resting group. These softer vocalizations help maintain contact and convey a sense of reassurance. During mating season, males might become more vocal, using short bellows or rumbling grunts to assert dominance or to communicate their presence to females. Although Takins are not known for a wide or musical range of sounds, their vocalizations serve important functions in the wild, from maintaining group cohesion to signaling danger. Combined with their body language, such as head tossing, foot stomping, or posture displays, their vocal cues are part of a subtle but effective system of communication suited to their quiet, high-altitude world. Takins are herbivores, with a diet that reflects their mountainous, forested habitats. They are primarily browsers, meaning they feed on a wide variety of leaves, twigs, and shrubs rather than grazing on grass alone. Their diet changes with the seasons and availability of plant types, which helps them survive in the often harsh and variable environments of the eastern Himalayas and surrounding regions. In the warmer months, when vegetation is plentiful, Takins feed on young shoots, tender leaves, herbs, and grasses. They particularly enjoy leafy shrubs and bamboo shoots, which are rich in nutrients and water. Bamboo, in fact, is a significant part of their diet in some regions, especially in the dense forests where it grows abundantly. Takins also browse on tree bark, moss, and lichens, especially during the colder months when other food sources are scarce. One of the more fascinating aspects of taking foraging behavior is their frequent visits to natural salt licks. These mineral-rich areas provide essential nutrients like sodium, which are often lacking in their regular plant-based diet. These salt licks are popular gathering places and play a vital role in Takin health, especially for females during pregnancy and lactation. Because of their strong, prehensile lips and powerful jaws, Takins can easily strip leaves and twigs from bushes and trees. Their feeding habits help shape the vegetation structure in their habitat, and they play an important role in the mountain ecosystem as large herbivores. Overall, the Takin's diet is highly adaptable, allowing it to thrive in elevations ranging from lowland forests to alpine slopes, depending on the time of year. Takins have a seasonal breeding pattern, typically aligning with the cooler months of the year, although the exact timing can vary slightly depending on the subspecies and geographic location. In general, the mating season for Takins occurs during the autumn months, when the weather is less harsh and food availability is relatively stable. This period typically spans from September to November, just before the colder winter months set in. During this time, males become more vocal and territorial, often engaging in displays of dominance to attract females. Males compete for the attention of females, using body postures, grunting sounds, and sometimes even physical confrontations, such as horn clashes. These interactions help establish a pecking order, with dominant males having the opportunity to mate with multiple females. While male Takins are not known for forming lasting bonds with females, they do provide protection during the breeding season and may guard females from rival males. Female Takins, on the other hand, tend to be more solitary and typically choose a mate based on dominance displays and physical health. Once mating occurs, the gestation period lasts about 7 to 8 months, with females typically giving birth in the spring or early summer. This timing ensures that the young are born when food is abundant and the weather is milder, offering the best conditions for survival. Female Takins usually give birth to a single calf, although twins are occasionally born. The young are born with a coat of softer fur that helps protect them from the elements, and they are able to stand and walk within hours of birth, an important adaptation for survival in their high-altitude environment. The mother is very protective of her calf and will often lead it to areas of safety, away from potential predators. The calf will nurse from the mother for several months before beginning to graze on solid food. By 6 months of age, young Takins are usually weaned, but they may stay with their mother for up to a year, learning survival skills and social behaviors before becoming more independent. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for even more viewing pleasure. Don't forget, like and comment. Feel free to share.